normally long.
Yeah, this was a pretty.
I'm loving it though. I'm all for continuing.
This is a very passionate. I can say it was a very passionate stream.
Oh wait, you didn't give me none.
Oh, I didn't give you none. My bad. It was a very passionate stream.
You could always go in E too.
Oh, E?
Old English.
Oh, okay.
No. Here's the thing about Old English is that I refuse on the grounds that like I am a human being. I just won't do it. So it looks as though on my end, from like the YouTube's point of view, we're back online.
We're back. So guys, apologize for all you guys that are gonna be hopefully back any second now. Gandhi's back. It's like I don't understand. Like we're not using that much Wi-Fi. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean I can't.
You have priority access and. You're like that has to be OBS.
The only thing I'm doing is streaming, but at the same
I'm kind of done with OBS at this point. I want Xstream.
Listen, at the same time, we haven't streamed this long in a while from here.
Regardless, this shouldn't be happening. I want to be able to do an 8-hour stream without the shit freaking turning red on us.
However, at the same time, oh man, your internet is not that great.
No. Don't pull me on that because I can play VR games for hours. Don't pull me on that.
Your internet is
my internet says we're doing lit. Like I'm still doing 200 megabytes per second. Like don't tell me my internet's bad.
Bueno, papi. I mean, que lo que? I mean, what do you want from me?
But we're still live. Calling to Tim. Bye.
My phone's dead. My phone's dead.
Right,
What's up? Is she
right,
trying to call in?
Wrap up. I'll walk out.
All right, so you do that, and then get her to call in, and we'll figure out how to get her to call in or whatever. But you can't hear me because you just walked outside, and that's fine. Anyways,
That's awesome.
This honestly was.
This has been the most fun interview I've done in like a year.
Honestly, look, I'm not gonna lie. Like I talked to a lot of people, and like some of it doesn't actually make it to like the production stage where like we'll actually get it out there for the people to be able to see. And this has been really a lot of fun. Aside from like disagreements and whatever, but like. One of the reasons why I really like Jerome as like a partner of mine is because his views are like 180 like what mine are, like totally just the opposite of what I see. And so I get to see like, okay, so I feel this way, and I know a lot of times like probably like me and you will see eye to eye or whatever. But like Jerome is that he brings in that other viewpoint where it's like, okay, this is what we have to either combat or accept as fact. And so I'm not mad at the fact that he is a wackadoo, but at the same time, it's like we have to figure out ways to combat that type of speech where it's like, oh, well, we need to ban guns and this and that, and AR-15s are bad. And, well, AR-15s aren't bad. They're just the Nokia of guns, right? Where it's like when cell phones were first like really getting popular, Nokia was there, and you could buy different antennas that light up and different like cases and all this like crazy stuff that you couldn't buy for other phones. And that's kind of what AR-15s are, is where it's like you can buy all this cool accessories for them, and it makes them like really like a modular platform. Whereas like other guns like maybe stuff that shoots like 30-06 or whatever is not as modular as the AR platform. So are we gonna just ban ARs because they're awesome? No, we're gonna fucking fight for the fact that yeah, they're awesome, both for people who might want to do bad and also for people who want to do good, like me and like probably like you. So
how did you get into guns?
So my dad, who may or may not still be watching the stream right now, shout out Desmond Robinson in the actual chat. He may or may not still be watching the stream, but that's my father. When I was growing up, I wasn't allowed to play with Nerf or like, paintball or whatever, like, anywhere near the house. So like I had to, if I wanted to experience anything that had to do with guns, I had to go external for that. So for me, I'm not going to lie, initially it was like this kind of rebellious thing for me where it was like, oh, I can experience guns through like, going to like some shitty little pawn shop in NY and buying like a BB gun or some shit, and then like shooting at my friends, and they would be like, "Ow, it hurts," and I'm cool with that. True story. And so that's kind of where it started for me. But then I realized, like, okay, wait, let me just take into account that he doesn't really, like guns for whatever reason, and let me try to figure out why. And once I started doing my research on just guns in general and just the history behind it and the history behind, like you were mentioning earlier, how it was a racist thing where gun control actually first started. Once I realized that, it was like, okay, I need to arm myself. I need to be able to protect my family. And so I watch. I don't know what kind of YouTube channels you're into, but I'm super into like active self protection, which is a really great YouTube channel where they teach you based on like actual events that have actually happened. Like they use like security footage of the events that have actually happened, like a gas station shooting or whatever else, and they'll break it down like, okay, the protector or the shooter that was being defensive did this right, did this wrong, and in the future do this and do that. And so like I learned from there, like, okay, what should I do in certain situations? And it just really got me into like, yo, it's not just a gun culture as like, yo, we all like guns, like we're all cool with guns, like let's talk about it. It was more like, yo, like this is a thing that is the great equalizer, right? Like regardless of the fact that I don't really work out that much, and so like I don't have like the muscles like that. It doesn't matter because like if you have a 9 mil and I have a 9 mil, we're the same fucking person. And so it really all boils down to who's done more training, who's actually put in those hours to be able to put shots on target while in a crazy situation. And that kind of just opened my eyes to the fact that like guns are not just this cool thing from like video games and whatever. It's like it's more than just a way of life. It's like, yo, like this can actually keep me and my family safe if I take the time to train to a certain level compared to other people who are not training to that exact level that I'm at. And I, personally feel like the level that I'm at right now is I'm ready and aware for most of the situations that I might encounter. Like you would have to really come at me with some like real specialty shit in order for me to be like kind of scared of that situation. I'm not gonna go on the air about whether or not I've been in a shootout before. That's really neither here nor there. But the point is, there's training and there's certain ways that you can go about just living your everyday life that make you and your family safer than other people. And I want my family, my son, my friends that I care about to be as safe as possible. And if I can do anything to increase that, I would like to do that. And so that's kind of what got me into guns, because guns are the great equalizer, where it really depends on the training that you personally undergo versus what someone else personally undergoes. So that's what got me into guns.
Well, here's the thing. You said you made a. I think you just made a great point. Is that you don't have the muscles, right? Well, okay,
Right.
well, a 90-year-old grandma doesn't have the muscles, and
Right.
a 13-year-old girl, and doesn't have the muscles, and my wife, who is 120 pounds, doesn't have a lot of muscles.
Right.
Right, and I think that shouldn't be the litmus test. But the fact is, you're right, is that we aren't all physically the same.
Right.
And it is an equalizer, and that's what it's about. It's just, it allows people to take control and be empowered to defend themselves, because you know what, I like you, Tim, and your life is worth defending.
Right.
I
Exactly.
agree.
Exactly. Yeah. For sure.
And Jerome's life is worth defending.
Thank
Now,
you.
but if you feel, and the thing is, and this is pretty common too, and of the people that tend to be on the anti-gun side, is more than often than not, they tend to come from upper middle class to rich families. They have always lived in a safer or safe area. A lot of them come from gated communities that have security guards at the front gate that protect them. And so,
sorry, real quick, of the three, I'm only one.
Stop it.
Continue.
Stop it. Fucking just do whatever you're doing.
So they have this privilege of like, oh, yeah, you don't need to have guns because they're not living on the street. You know, the fact is, I think I just read a book on this, but I'm going to butcher the statistic. But people in inner cities are far more likely to actually be in a position where they need to defend themselves with a gun because they're in higher crime areas. Versus someone who's, you know, in a high up, you know, someone who's in Berkeley, California, or somewhere in a nice part of San Francisco, they don't have to worry about it, you know, or even in Salt Lake. I live in a very safe area. Now, we still have murders here. I mean, there's no crime-free place. But the fact is, you know, the people that tend, you know, there's a big difference if you grow up in the poor part of town or the rich part of town, right? And it's funny because people that are pushing for poor people, minorities in inner cities, the ones that are pushing to disarm them, where they have their own guards, are coming from areas that it doesn't matter because they're already in a safe area and they have all sorts of, you know, ways to protect themselves already that people in the inner city don't. And so, to me, I do believe gun control is inherently racist. I also believe it's part of an agenda. Government will use any excuse possible to disarm a citizenry. I mean, it's a fact. And,
Agreed.
you know, I think, and that's where I come from. And people that want to disarm you want to do bad things to you, and that's not going to change. History backs me up on this.
That's exactly right, and I'm 100% with you there.
I will agree that people with financial interests that want to disarm you will want to do bad things to you. But people with no financial interest that want to not disarm you, but decrease bad situations do not want to disarm you. Now, proposing or having a proposal of not taking away guns, but gun buybacks, and
That's taking away guns.
how is a gun buyback taking away guns?
Because there's no such thing as a gun buyback. Okay, let me stop. So in some situations there are gun buybacks, but a lot of the times there are mandatory gun buybacks, and that's not so. Let's use Australia for an example, okay? And I know people in Australia. My friend Claire lives in Australia, okay? And she is the first person to tell you that the gun buyback did nothing to protect her. What happened was that there was actually more aggravated assault and aggravated crime in Australia after the gun buybacks without guns, but because she had no guns to defend herself and the other people over there had no guns to defend themselves, it made it so that the criminals saw, oh, look at this fucking cheese platter.
Now, however, I can say that I do love the fact that, yes, even with what you just said and the statistics in Australia, it's still better than the United States.
Australia?
Yeah.
So it's better.
In terms of,
So it's better than the United States in terms of like gun quote unquote homicides, but after the gun buyback, first of all, you're being fucking weird right now. After the gun buyback, they had much more knife homicide than previously. Look at London right now. They're having these ridiculous amounts of like knife homicides and knife crimes that didn't experience before because they've outlawed guns. The regular citizen can't own guns over there and can't defend themselves against people who, if I'm a criminal, I don't give a fuck what the laws are because I'm a criminal. If I'm a criminal...
Don't say that. He's not a criminal, guys. Continue.
No, I said if I'm a criminal. So everything I said still stands. So if I'm a criminal, I don't fucking care what the laws are. So as a criminal who is going to commit crime, I'm going to fucking use whatever tools that I can to commit that crime. Whether it's a big ass butcher knife or whether it's a big ass gun, doesn't fucking matter.
What I really want to get down to is, why do people just love to commit crimes?
A lot of times it's because they're not put in a position where they're empowered to be able to use the system as it stands to benefit themselves. And so they have to go outside of that system to be able to generate revenue, which helps them support their lifestyle.
By killing people?
Listen, I I can't sit here and tell you what's gonna benefit your lifestyle and what's not. If murdering somebody and stealing their, $4,000 or whatever the fuck it might be, I don't know. I don't know the specifics of every single instance. I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you is that in a situation, all right, check me out.
Way over my head.
Wait. All right, I got something for you that's not over your head. I got something. I promise you.
Here's a target. Where's it going?
I got you. Listen. Are you afraid to walk outside?
No.
Okay. Now, if I were to take you to maybe Oakland Park or I don't know,
yes.
some inner city, are you afraid to walk outside?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's dangerous as fuck to be out
Okay, and because it's dangerous over there, would it not make more sense for the average citizen to be able to prevent that type of danger? But because they're not legally obligated or they're not legally able to prevent that type of danger in those specific type of areas, you know what I'm saying? It's different.
Yes, it's different in each area. I agree with that.
The gang culture exists in those inner city areas because it's possible for that gang culture to exist.
So we both can agree that why is there a gang culture in that area in the first place?
Well, the reason why gang culture exists is because that there were people that decided that they wanted to take advantage of other people, and then gangs came about. So the Crips were the first gang, okay? Now the Crips wanted to take advantage. But the Bloods, okay, they wanted to protect themselves from the Crips. That is exactly how gang culture started. You can fucking Google that shit, okay? And so Bloods exist to protect these inner city areas from people like the Crips who wanted to take advantage of the fact that, okay, well, we're not going to ever get approved for these guns and shit. So, like, let's fucking, we can buy them. We can do whatever we want. Let's just take advantage of these areas that don't have any type of protection. We don't have no type of protection. We don't have no fucking guard gate. You know what I'm saying? So it's entirely possible for this area to turn into a very bad area. It's really unlikely that this area would turn into a bad area, but it's entirely possible because we don't have no guard gates, okay? That means that people can come from any fucking direction and do whatever they want, all right? And we have to be vigilant of ourselves to protect each other.
My response, my mom drilled it into my head. Prevention's better than cure. I researched my people around me. I researched you before I met you.
Prevention.
That's your
I'm preventing this shit right now.
My prevention is get the fuck out of the way.
No,
Well,
listen.
I'll tell you this.
That's part of it. We all want.
No. We have a guest.
But yes,
Rob comes first.
But
Hold it. Hold it,
I'm not
Tim.
gonna. Don't fucking talk. This is my show. We all want to fucking
It's our
prevent
show.
it. It's not. We all want to prevent it. How many times have you been on this live show? Get the fuck
Rob,
outta here.
continue, please.
We all want to prevent it. And unfortunately, prevention is not just what's the band-aid for the initial issue. Prevention is what's the band-aid for the initial issue, plus what's the gauze for that next issue, plus what's the suture for that next issue, plus what's the fucking blood clot stopping fucking whatever for the next issue. It's not just about preventing the first thing. It's about, okay, we want to prevent the first thing plus the second thing plus the fucking third thing.
All I gotta say is, Pendu, you're cracking me up. Go ahead, Rob.
Rob, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, well, anecdotally, so I wasn't joking. I actually owned a liquor store in the inner city of Denver. It was in the worst neighborhood, or most crime-ridden neighborhood, and we took over the store, and it was a mixed demographic neighborhood, and we open carried pistols in the store every day, and it was interesting. And the store that was 3 doors down from us in the middle of the day on Saturday one summer literally got robbed during the day. And 2 weeks after our store, our nearest competitor, a couple blocks down, had a double homicide on their front door. And every liquor store around us, within a mile, had been robbed but us. And people knew. And it was funny because most people were
they
cool
probably
with
kept
it.
their mouth shut.
Yeah, people like, man, you got a banger on your hip. Talking like, and it's like,
I believe
you know
it.
what? But it's no different than you go to a party.
can't hold it sealed.
It's been
The same amount of stream right there.
I don't. We don't know that.
We have.
Oh, yeah, right.
I need with the thumb logo at the bottom right hand corner.
Like Amazon store for 5, 6, 7 years.
It was like 7 years.
Yeah, it was a bit. It was a bit.
And that's because they wanted to get traction and be disruptive. And so when you focus on one market segment, you can laser focus all your energy, all your networking, all your marketing in one space. When you think about it, like when you ask you can tell an entrepreneur that's going to fail or doesn't know what they're doing, and you say, "Who's your market?" They're like, "Everybody." No, that's not who your market is.
True.
Your market could be anybody, but you got to figure out who you want to sell your product to first.
Right.
And you got to start there. And so, there's always going to be low-hanging fruit, and we'll accept anybody who wants to take it is great. But we're gonna focus our marketing into this one space because one, I think, is important. And another great thing is, we have a whole year of this election cycle that every time a Democrat opens their mouth, it scares the shit out of conservatives and gun people. So they're more excited to hear about what we're offering just because of it. So it's like free marketing for us.
I like that.
Yeah. Can't disagree.
Goddamn Democrats. Unbelievable. Sorry. I'm sorry.
All I gotta say is, thank you, Patrick, for agreeing with me. Guns shouldn't be a problem for anyone in America. Enough said. Continue.
Exactly. Everyone should have access to them, so it's not a problem.
Or we shouldn't have to worry about them because nobody has them. I'm not to say to pull them away from everybody, but I don't want people coming out freaking at my school, at the party I'm popping at in Las Vegas, somebody shooting at me from a freaking building. Like, I shouldn't have to worry about that shit. How do we prevent that?
You shouldn't have to.
Hold on.
You shouldn't have to worry about knives.
Guess first.
You shouldn't have to worry about knives either.
I agree with you, but guess first.
The fact is,
Or bricks.
maybe you should, if you could ban guns, it'll stop them just like banning drugs stop drugs.
Yeah, that worked. That worked a lot.
No, it didn't.
That worked really well.
Absolutely not.
Oh wait, it didn't work. Oh, got it. Okay, I'm confused.
And just shout out to Booker for his freaking I'm dying from the crack up that he did on Biden last night.
Nobody cares about this politics shit, bro. We don't fucking care.
Continuing, please, Rob.
The banning stuff just doesn't work.
Agreed.
Obviously.
It just doesn't. That's what black markets are for. So the fact is, just like, drug cartels, human smuggling, all those things, it doesn't, making laws and banning stuff doesn't work. You're just disarming honest people, law-abiding people. The criminals don't give a shit because most criminals already can't have guns.
Yep.
Because they're already prohibited. But they still can get access.
Wait a minute.
Why can they get access?
Stop. Hold on. Wait a minute. So you're saying that as
criminals can get access to
No,
guns?
hold on. Wait a minute. That's not even what my question was. You're saying that as a criminal that I don't care about the laws and that I'm not going to abide by a law because I'm a criminal? Wow, that's so weird.
Because you're
Who
stuck
would
in
have fucking thought of that?
Or because you're stuck in a situation where it's either I break the law or I'm fucked. Yeah. I'd rather you not be fucked so you don't break the law.
Okay, no one's talking about that. We're talking about people.
You just said.
No, the fuck I didn't. We're talking about criminals who want to be criminals. I
Is
want
there
to rob
a
you.
large majority of people that, hey, I just woke up today and I just want to be a criminal? Or is it, yo, I'm fucked, I'm in a situation, it's either I break the law or I do this.
Sir,
you know what?
Sir,
How about I break the law then?
Sir, no one's fucking talking about that. What we're talking about, you're making.
I don't understand.
So shut the fuck up and listen then, and maybe you'll understand. So what the fuck we're talking about is the fact that criminals do not give a fuck that the law says that they cannot own a specific gun or just any gun in general. And so shut the fuck up and listen. So as a criminal, I'm not gonna fucking sit there and be like, well, you know what? The law says I can't own a gun, so I'm gonna try to rob this guy with a fucking pencil. No, I'm gonna use the best tool that's available to me because I don't fucking care about the law. That's what we're talking about right now. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but that shit has nothing to do with what the fuck we're talking about.
Can I get a word in?
You could, but you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and that shit has nothing to do with what the fuck we're talking about.
As a person from a quote-unquote privileged society, there are... If I could just be a fucking criminal, a vigilante, I guess.
Vigilantes and criminals are two different people.
I just want to be a bad guy. Is there a person? Do I absolutely believe that majority? I'm not gonna say that there aren't people that I just want to be a criminal. Am I gonna say that everybody's like that? Every criminal is like that? No. Are there criminals that are stuck in fucked up situations that they'd rather not be in? Hey, yo, it's either I'm fucked or I do this and I'm not so fucked and I can have a chance of surviving. I'd rather them not have to deal with that. What are the ways that we can help people not be in a situation where they're fucked or they cause a crime? Let's solve that shit. Is that crazy? Why the fuck the face? Why is that crazy?
It's crazy because you're obviously fucking drunk right now, whereas I'm clearly fucking not.
Sure.
And what the fuck you're saying is so fucking stupid that like it's like no one's fucking talking about that. Obviously, listen, don't fucking use words. Obviously, I would like a situation where everybody gets to fucking eat and fucking survive and everything is fine. That's not the case. People are gonna die because they can't afford to feed their families.
And to me, it's crazy to think that that's always gonna be the case.
Jerome, shut the fuck up, because that has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. We're talking about guns. We're not talking about the fact that everybody should have access to food. Okay? We're not talking about that shit. No one's talking about that.
I am.
I don't
believe
care.
there are a lot of people that do, and that's the problem.
I don't fucking care.
That's the problem.
I don't care.
That is the exact problem.
We're not-
There are enough people in this country that don't give a shit.
You're done. I swear to fucking.
Stop.
We're
Continue.
done. What are you
I
fucking? What are you
apologize if I'm
talking about?
passionate. Thank you, Rob, for understanding.
No one's talking about that right now. No one's talking about that. If there was a system where everybody could have everything they needed all the fucking time, obviously we would all fucking prefer that. But no one's fucking talking about that. Where the fuck are you coming from, bruh?
Well, I would say this. I'm not saying that there isn't people that are hungry and malnourished, but no one's starving to death in the United States. You can't say that for a lot of the other parts of the world.
I agree with that.
What are you fucking talking about? We're talking about one thing. Stop trying to fucking sidetrack this shit to some other shit. I don't fucking care about that right now. Not because I don't care about it, because I'm not talking about this shit right now. What I'm talking about is guns. And the fact that in America, where it's not fucking South America,
Yeah.
guns are a fucking topic of discussion.
Yep.
And so that's what we're talking about. I don't fucking care about the fact that people are hungry. And that's not to say that I don't care about the fact that... I care about the fact that people are hungry. But right now, that's not what the fuck we're talking about.
The conversation is people
myself right
dying.
now. You got me.
People dying for no effing reason is the conversation
Well, and
to me.
how are they dying? How are they dying?
By being shot?
Okay, so let's talk about that part. I don't fucking care about the fucking fact that people are hungry. I don't care about that.
What was I talking about?
Well, calm down. You're getting really excited.
me.
Honestly, that I'm
Continue
not the right person for you to get excited with. And you know that.
As Pendu
And you
said,
know that.
he has a gun. You're right.
You know that. You know that I'm not the fucking right person for you to get excited with, because I'm not with this shit. The fact that we're on stream and I'm being civil is way different from the fact that, like, I'm not the person for you to have this fucking stupid conversation with. I don't care about that shit. Talk about the guns. That's what we're talking about right now. That's it.
So back to the guns.
I don't care if people are hungry. I'm hungry too.
People like March for Our Lives come out and say, hey, I have a proposal. Take away some of the guns or decrease the situation by removing some of that situation by making it harder. What's your proposal, smart guy?
Exactly. So like I've been fucking telling you, me and you have the same end goal. Less school shootings. Is that
How?
your goal? Don't fucking yell at me or I promise
How?
you, I swear.
I'm sorry.
Jerome,
I went over 6
I swear to fucking God, I will punch you in
How?
the fucking face on stream, my nigga. I'm not fucking playing with you.
How,
I'm
Tim?
not fucking playing with
How?
you. The alcohol is fucking flowing, and
Yes.
I swear to God, I will
How,
punch you in the
Tim?
fucking face on
Then
stream.
tell me how, Tim.
I already fucking told you, stupid, by making schools safer.
How?
You don't fucking do that by disarming people.
Then how?
By making the schools safer.
You're not giving me a fucking answer. Then how?
I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna
Relax.
say I'm not fucking playing with you, my nigga.
Then how?
I'm not fucking playing with
Then
you.
how?
I swear to fucking God, I'm not fucking playing with you right now, my nigga. I'm not fucking playing with you.
Do you see how you blew up?
I'm
when
not fucking
asking
playing
you-
because you're fucking. I'm not fucking playing with you, my nigga. I'm not fucking playing with you. Stop fucking talking to me like this, my nigga. Don't
Then
fucking
why
talk
don't you
to me
say
like
how?
that.
Then why don't you say
I
how?
already fucking told you.
How?
By making the schools fucking safer.
How?
By making the schools safer.
How?
Why the fuck are you yelling at me on my stream?
You're still yelling at me,
Oh, but-
and I'm asking you an answer,
I
a
swear
question.
to fucking God, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna fucking snap, my nigga. I'm not fucking playing with you. Nigga wanna fucking sit here and talk all this fucking bullshit. Nigga, it's my fucking stream, bro. I'll fucking punch you in your motherfucking mouth right now, man. I'm not fucking playing with you.